Coming up on Mountain News this morning, high water causes issues in counties in our region that are still recovering from flooding last year. And our region might be facing a population issue as people decide to move away instead of staying to rebuild.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you on this Monday. I'm Dakota Makeris. Thank you so much for waking up with us. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look at that forecast this morning. And Brandon, it is a welcome sign to wake up when it's not raining.
Well, not right now.
Yeah.
It will be here pretty soon.
Well, you know, I'm just happy I didn't have to drive on the opposite side of the road this morning.
That's true.
To work from the ponding on the.
That's true. So, yeah, we had a beautiful weekend. Yeah. You wouldn't have even known it rained this weekend, but that is all gone by the wayside today as we see those clouds return and the rain chances not too far behind. Let's take a look. Satellite radar the last 6 hours. The clouds move back in. Here comes some spotty showers into parts of Lake Cumberland this morning. So most of the region should be dry to get the kids on the bus. But again, it's not too good of a looking day out there after those beautiful days we had this weekend. 40 in Grundy, looks like 55. I'm double checking there. Yep, 55 Manchester and Monticello. That is our range this morning. A lot of upper 40s and low 50s. So again, some a little extra on the coffee meter, not just because it's a little cooler out there, but it's Monday. Monday morning is back again. Out the door forecast, you are going to see some rain a little bit later today. I think it'll hold off until about mid-morning, but the rain will be back, and it will be back and forth throughout the day as temperatures top out in the mid-50s. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. Waters rose once again in some communities in our region following heavy rain Thursday and Friday. Our Jordan Mullins talked with people in Floyd County about some of the flooding and how this may be a new normal.
Floyd County has seen 7 different flooding events since 2019, with 4 of those since January 2022. In this sense, officials considered Thursday and Friday's flood a normal one.
The storms seem to be more severe the last few years than what they have been in the past, and this may be what we consider normal going forward. We just have to deal with it. We have to account for the more water.
In the Wayland community, waters rose once again.
Not nearly like we had back in July, but certainly I think probably the depth of the flooding here with this time was 2 to 3 feet in the lowest places around town.
Enough to cover roads and bridges with mud and water and seep into the basements of some homes in a community still recovering from last July's severe flooding.
It's mind-boggling and it's heart-wrenching when you run into people that have been through it so many times. And it's not just the severity of one, it's the accumulation of all these floods that takes its toll.
But families and county officials continue to fight.
We're out here busting our butts, doing what we can, but we can't stay ahead of the weather. I mean, you know, Mother Nature, she's just busted us right in the mouth here for the last 4 years, and she's let us know who's boss.
Working hard to weather the storms. In Floyd County, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Floyd County Judge Executive Robbie Williams says one setback the county may face after last week's flooding is damaged roads, especially those that were repaired after the July flood that have now washed out again. FEMA is offering a buyback program for some people in our region. The Floyd County Judge Executive says many who participate in these buyback programs do not return to the region and choose to move away. This cycle is said to be causing a drop in population throughout the region, which may cause severe impacts on the economy.
It's that ripple effect through the entire region. The loss of revenue, the loss of work time, the money that people are out, the resources that we have to expend to fix these roads and get these people back in their homes, keep them fed, and do the things that we need to do.
Well, the Judge Executive says around 100 property owners are participating in FEMA buybacks in Floyd County alone, and even more in surrounding counties such as Knott and Breathitt. Over in Letcher County, people are searching for answers after the high water set recovery efforts back. Well, the heavy rain knocked out temporary bridges built after the July flood, leaving some Letcher Countyans stranded. Letcher County Magistrate Kenny Anderson says his constituents are becoming more frustrated every day, and he has no clear solution.
It is. It's very frustrating. You know, we go out and people like this, and like I said, I've got 3 more in this district. You know, I go out there and face them with no answers. You know, that gets aggravating.
Well, Letcher County declared a state of emergency, as did several other counties after the most recent flooding. The Colson Civic Center in Letcher County was flooded with more than 5 feet of water in July, and bouts of this month carried mud into the event space again. The Civic Center has been a place for distribution of supplies since the flood, while it has recovered from its own damage. Right before the center was about to have an Easter egg hunt for the community, it was flooded again. And Martin Holbrook with the center says it has been a frustrating process.
Ready, and we got hit with this second round of water, and as you can see, everything kind of got muddied up a little bit, so we're back at square one. Not as bad as the first time, but still get its mud. So
Holbrook also says the Civic Center plans to have the Easter egg hunt outdoors, but its building will not be ready for use. In Breathitt County, people are worried about how much more damage their roads can take. Justin and Kristen Noble of Clayhole of Breathitt County were trapped in their home during July's flood and nearly trapped again on Friday. The pair says they are worried that over time these roads surrounding their home will eventually just wash away.
Before the flood, I mean, we did have big potholes, but you know, we could get in and out. After the flood, you know, we couldn't get out, and they come and they kind of fixed the road, but it was mostly dirt and gravel, you know, and when it rains, we get potholes. Now that the flood comes, it's washing it back out.
They say when crews came to fill in certain parts of the road, the gravel pieces were so large they were bursting people's tires. They have reached out to state and local officials about these roads, but have not seen any action take place. Well, thank you so much for getting your Monday morning started with the Sierra Mountain News this morning. Coming up, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg demands accountability from the railroad company involved with the train derailment that's causing concerns and symptoms to spread in Ohio.
And scattered showers move back into the region today. I'll track them out for you in about 3 minutes.